Walking alone. At some point, you must learn to walk alone. Not because you hate people, but because your goals require focus. Discipline means being comfortable in solitude, in silence, in effort, in self-reflection. Growth happens there. Discipline is doing hard things repeatedly. Hard things, waking up early, facing discomfort, staying consistent, finishing what you start. Easy things feel good now, but hard things build strength, and strength changes lives. Discipline makes hard things normal, and once hard becomes normal, you become unstoppable. You don't need to feel strong. Here's a powerful truth. You don't need to feel strong to act strong. You don't need to feel confident to take action. Action creates strength. Action creates confidence. Discipline is acting first and letting emotions catch up later. The difference between quitters and winners. Quitters listen to discomfort. Winners listen to purpose. Quitters stop when it hurts. Winners understand that pain is part of the process. Discipline is staying when quitting would be easier. Discipline is quiet. Discipline doesn't announce itself. It doesn't post. It doesn't brag. It doesn't seek attention. It works silently. And one day, the results speak louder than words. The strongest people are disciplined. The strongest people you'll ever meet are not loud. They are consistent. They don't talk about discipline. They live it. They don't seek validation. They build mastery. And mastery comes from discipline. When you feel like giving up, when quitting feels tempting, remember why you started. Remember the pain of staying the same. Remember the regret you refuse to accept. Discipline is choosing your future over your feelings. Mental toughness is built in moments of resistance. Sacrifice is the price of growth. Loneliness is the path of discipline. But on the other side is strength, is confidence, is freedom. And once you reach it, you'll realize every sacrifice was worth it. Discipline, confidence, and identity shift. Confidence is not something you are born with. It is not something you fake. It is not something you get from compliments. Confidence is earned, and it is earned through discipline. Most people chase confidence by reading quotes, saying affirmations, waiting to feel ready. But confidence doesn't come from thinking. It comes from doing. The real source of confidence. Every time you say you will do something, and you don't do it, a small part of your self-trust dies. And every time you say you will do something, and you actually do it, your confidence grows. Quietly, naturally, permanently. Discipline is keeping promises to yourself, and self-trust is the foundation of confidence. Disciplined people trust themselves. Disciplined people don't rely on motivation. They rely on identity. They don't ask, "How do I feel today?" They ask, "What does the disciplined version of me do?" And then they act. They know they can depend on themselves. That's power. Identity comes before results. Here is where real transformation happens. You don't become disciplined after you succeed. You succeed because you become disciplined. Identity comes first. When you say, "I am disciplined," your behavior must align, not perfectly, but consistently. Your actions start matching who you believe you are. Stop trying to be motivated. Motivation is temporary. Identity is permanent. Motivation fades under pressure. Identity holds. When discipline becomes part of who you are, you don't argue with yourself anymore. You act. The moment you stop betraying yourself, most people don't fail because life is hard. They fail because they betray themselves. They say they'll start tomorrow. They say they'll try again next week. They say they'll change later. Discipline is the moment you stop lying to yourself. It is the moment you say, "I respect myself too much to quit." And that decision changes everything. Confidence changes how you move. When you are disciplined, you walk differently. You speak differently. You think differently. Not because you're arrogant, but because you trust yourself. You don't need validation. You don't need approval. You know who you are. Discipline builds inner strength. Discipline strengthens something deeper than muscles. It strengthens character, and character determines how you react under pressure, how you handle failure, how you respond to temptation. Strong character comes from disciplined living. You become unrecognizable. There will come a day when people say, "You've changed," and they'll mean it as an insult. But it's not. It means you grew. It means you chose discipline. It means you stopped settling. It means you became focused. And that scares people, because discipline exposes excuses. Discipline doesn't seek attention. Discipline doesn't announce itself. It doesn't need applause. It doesn't need recognition. It works in silence. And one day, results make the noise. You start to respect yourself. Self-respect is powerful. When you respect yourself, you stop tolerating nonsense. You stop wasting time. You stop lowering standards. Discipline raises your standards for your habits, for your mindset, for your life. Discipline changes your identity. You are no longer the one who quits, the one who delays, the one who talks but doesn't act. You become the one who finishes, the one who shows up, the one who stays consistent. And that identity changes your future. Discipline is self-love. Let this sink in. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is self-love. It's choosing your future over comfort. It's choosing growth over ease. It's choosing yourself. Final message of part 5. Confidence comes from discipline. Identity comes from consistency. And once you build those, nothing can shake you. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to explain yourself. You just keep going. Discipline, destiny, and the final choice. There will be a moment in your life, a quiet moment, where everything slows down. No noise, no pressure, no distractions, just you and the truth. And in that moment, you will realize something powerful. No one ruined your life. No one held you back. No one stopped you. You were always one decision away. The final realization: discipline was never about punishment. It was about direction. It was never about suffering. It was about freedom. Freedom from excuses. Freedom from regret. Freedom from the version of you that kept quitting. Discipline didn't take anything from you. It gave you everything. Look at where you started. Remember the version of you from the beginning. The one who delayed. The one who doubted. The one who promised and quit. That person isn't weak. That person just lacked structure. And now, you see it clearly. Discipline was the missing piece. Life will test you again. Let's be honest. Life will test you again. There will be days when you feel tired. You feel discouraged. You feel tempted to quit. Discipline does not mean life becomes easy. It means you become stronger. You stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" And you start asking, "What is this training me for?" The world doesn't reward potential. The world doesn't reward intention. The world doesn't reward talent. The world doesn't reward dreams. The world rewards discipline. People don't remember what you plan to do. They remember what you finished. And discipline is what finished the job. This is where most people stop. Most people hear messages like this and feel inspired for a day. Then they return to comfort. But you're not here for motivation. You're here for change. And change requires commitment. The final choice. Right now, you stand at crossroads. One path is familiar. Comfort. Distractions. Excuses. Tomorrow. The other path is harder. Discipline. Structure. Consistency. Today. One leads to regret. The other leads to pride. One keeps you average. The other makes you unstoppable. And no one can choose for you. A message to your future self. One day, your future self will look back at this moment, and they will say one of two things. Thank you for not quitting. Or, I wish you had tried harder. Discipline decides which voice you hear. The truth you can't unhear. Discipline is not something you wait for. It is something you practice daily, silently, relentlessly. And once you practice it long enough, you don't need motivation. You don't need reminders. You don't need speeches. Discipline becomes who you are. Discipline when it's hard. Discipline when no one claps. Discipline when quitting feels easier. Because discipline is the highest form of self-respect, is the bridge between dreams and reality, is the reason ordinary people build extraordinary lives. Your life will not change someday. It changes the moment you decide to control yourself.